which superhero movies could give the MCU a much-needed jolt. Today's Screen Rant ranks 5 movies that deserve to be officially part of the MCU. The 1978 Doctor Strange movie is a product of its time. Both the effects and writing are miles behind what the MCU is today. Yet this version of Stephen Strange is a ready-made variant of the Avenger. Being a psychiatrist, 70s Strange could even be attuned to the mind instead of the Time Stone. Making this movie canon could also usher in the MCU debut of the supervillain Morgan Le Fay, one of the many Marvel characters long overdue for a live-action version. 70s Strange might be what the next solo Doctor Strange movie needs to keep things interesting. Though it crosses over into so bad it's good territory, Ghost Rider was mostly faithful to the character's comic book origin. The villains are forgettable, but thanks to director Mark Steven Johnson and cinematographer Russell Boyd, a visually stunning backstory for Ghost Rider already exists. Even if Nick Cage doesn't play Johnny in the MCU, his maniacal laugh while transforming into the spirit of vengeance has already turned into a collective core memory of Marvel fans. Making Ghost Rider canon is one step closer to an MCU Midnight Suns movie. Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker isn't the only Sam Raimi superhero who deserves to join the MCU. Played by Liam Neeson in 1990, Darkman is a scientist turned film noir-inspired vigilante, unable to feel pain and covered in a synthetic skin of his own creation. While Darkman isn't a Marvel property, being adapted by the MCU could be the best way for Raimi's first superhero movie to get a sequel. Apart from giving much-deserved love to the fans behind the Neo-Raimi-verse, the Batman and the Shadow-inspired Darkman could occupy his own niche in the MCU. The 1998 TV movie Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a cheesy, confusing attempt at adapting Marvel comic stories involving Nick Fury, his team, S.H.I.E.L.D., and Hydra. However, making it canon sets the stage for alternate variants of Fury, Valentina De Fontaine and Armin Zola. The movie also features classic Marvel characters like Alexander Pierce and Viper. For all its faults, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. could be very useful for expanding the espionage corner of the multiverse. While Blade 2 and especially Blade Trinity are best left forgotten, the original Blade remains an early blueprint for the MCU blockbuster. The eternally postponed 2025 MCU Blade movie starring Mahershala Ali could and should pick things up where the 1998 Blade left off. With the Daywalker continuing his crusade in the ending of Blade, it could explain why any of the existing vampires in the MCU have stayed in the shadows. Which superhero movie do you think deserves to become MCU canon? Tell us in the comments and catch more videos about the MCU on ScreenRant.